They put the aw in adorable. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 cutest animated children in movies. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at big screen kids with cute faces and great personalities. We won't be looking at animal babies or children from TV shows, since that's a list for another day, but aliens and humanoids are A-OK. Number 10, Young Derek and Young Odette, the Swan Princess.
Hello, Princess Odette. I'm very pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you, Prince Derek.
These two grew up in some interesting circumstances. With hopes of combining two kingdoms, their parents forced them to spend every childhood summer together and arranged for them to be married when they grew up. The parents were hoping for a love connection, but the two children hated each other at first.
So happy you could come, so happy to be here. How I'd like to run. This isn't my idea of fun.
They eventually fall in love, but seeing them roughhouse as kids is all part of the charm. Derek doesn't change that much over the years, as even his hair stays the exact same. But Odette goes from a feisty tomboy with freckles to, well, a swan princess. Number 9, Megamind. Megamind may have better realized his plans for evil domination if he had just stayed a baby. Come on! How could anyone say no to that face?
You are destined for...
I didn't quite hear that last part, but it sounded important.
Oh, his cuteness comes from a bizarre combination of blue skin, rosy cheeks, and the biggest green eyes you've ever seen. He's a pretty happy baby at first, constantly giggling and cooing, until his home planet starts falling apart. That's when the sad little look on his face will break your heart. Oh, it makes you want to snuggle that gigantic head of his to make him feel all better.
Luckily, I found a lovely little place to call home.
Can we keep it?
Number 8, Kaylee, Quest for Camelot.
Father!
Kaylee grows up around the beautiful and idyllic kingdom of Camelot. There, she rides her little pony along the seaside with her parents, listening to her father's stories.
Tell me again why you became a knight.
Kaylee, you've heard it 1,000 times.
Right away, her zest for life is captivating, and it's obvious that there are great things in store for the little girl. You can practically see the love of adventure glowing in her bright brown eyes. Even after her father is killed, that glow only gets stronger, and she manages to keep her father's spirit alive even while doing farmyard chores. Number 7, Chihiro Ogino, Spirited Away. It's amazing Chihiro came out as good as she did, considering her parents are a couple of pigs. No, seriously, they get cursed while accidentally in a spirit world and are turned into animals, so Chihiro goes through all sorts of trials in order to save them. Fortunately, she is so caring and hardworking, not to mention determined, that she makes people want to help her.
Please, can't you give me a job?
Don't start that again.
Please, I just want to work.
Her kindness is so infectious that she has spirits throwing gold at her feet, and she even attempts to befriend a witch. Her looks don't hurt either, with rosy cheeks and that high ponytail with bangs look that will never go out of style.
You'll have to help your parents and Aku on your own. Use what you remember about them.
What? Can't you please give me more of a hint than that?
Number 6, Boss Baby, the Boss Baby. Who would have thought that a baby with the deep voice of Alec Baldwin could be so gosh darn adorable? He wouldn't like to hear us say that, but just look at those eyes and that nose and that dashing little suit.
Ugh! Look at him! He wears a suit.
I know, isn't it cute? He's like a little man.
There are a lot of cute babies in this movie, like a whole army of them, but we just went ahead and chose the Boss Baby. From the moment he came into the world, he took charge and was a man with a plan. There's just something about a grumpy, scowling baby that's irresistible and refreshing.
So keep quiet, stay out of my way, or there's gonna be cutbacks.
Number 5, Mei Kusakabe, My Neighbor Totoro. Her encounters with the giant Totoro aside, Mei is one of the most realistic children on this list. She gets distracted a lot, wants to do everything her big sister does, and has limitless curiosity.
No, nothing there. Nothing there. Nobody in this room.
She is a ray of sunshine and can find joy in every situation, even when visiting her sick mom in the hospital. Her best feature is definitely her boisterous laugh, which is completely contagious. We also need to talk about that hair of hers. Pigtails really need to make a comeback because they're so adorable.
You're a very lucky girl.
She gets mad at me almost all the time.
And that's because you're always jumping around.
Satsuki.
Number 4, Dennis, Hotel Transylvania 2. He's about 10% kid and 90% hair. Dennis was born with a precious tuft of red hair that grew into a magnificent curly mane bigger than he is. His cuteness is only amplified by all of the monsters around him, and his bat form is amazing. It's no surprise that Dennis is super adorable, whether you're looking at him as a baby or a 5-year-old, considering how cute his mama was when she was a little vampire. With her little fangs and big blue eyes, it's no wonder Papa Dracula is so protective. Lucky fella, all the children in his life are just too much. Number 3, Anne-Marie, All Dogs Go to Heaven.
All I have is a picture in my mind how it would be if we were together.
This little orphan had a really rough start in life, but she's one of the most compassionate and sweetest girls you'll ever meet. She has the ability to understand and talk to animals, and they are her best friends.
Hi, Mr. Longtail. How are you today? Fine, thank you.
She even manages to make raggedy clothes look cute, especially that little yellow bow she wears. It looks like she's wearing makeup with her rosy cheeks and dark eyelashes, but that's all natural, and her eyes will make your heart melt. Tragically, Judith Barcy, who voiced Anne-Marie, died before the movie's release, but her sweet voice lives on.
Charlie, will I ever see you again?
Sure. Sure you will, kid. You know, goodbyes aren't forever.
Number 2, Ponyo, Ponyo. We know this is our 3rd Studio Ghibli film, but Hayao Miyazaki just creates the most adorable kids.
Ponyo?
It's me, Ponyo!
Ponyo not only is one of the most endearing, but also one of the most unusual Ghibli children, since she is a goldfish princess. You heard that right, she's an itty-bitty fish princess. She has a shock of red hair that sticks out in all directions with a feisty attitude to match. Ponyo is a fish out of water who assumes her more human form using magic when she's away from the sea. She hasn't spent much time on land, so she's giddy at every new discovery and is always a little bundle of joy.
Ponyo, will you hold the light? Stay here, and I'll go get a towel.
Before we reveal our cutest pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
We won't forget about you.
Together in Paris. Really? Oh, Grandmama!
Number 1, Agnes, Edith, and Margaux, the Despicable Me franchise. There was no way we could pick a favorite out of these 3, since they're each lovable in their own way. Agnes is a bundle of joy, always ready to show love, affection, and appreciation for the fluffier things in life.
He's so fluffy, I'm gonna die!
Edith is the tomboy of the group. Her constant sarcasm and dark sense of humor are hilarious.
Mine's shaped like a dead guy.
And Margaux is the oldest and leader of the group. She makes sure her sisters are happy, and she's always looking out for them.
Actually, we're going to have to skip the dance class today.
Actually, we can't skip the dance class today.
These 3 girls balance each other perfectly and are so endearing that they even manage to melt Gru's cold heart. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.